place is safe in Haifa these days. A northern city well within reach of Hezbollah's rockets, Haifa is the newest target of terror. And no one is more familiar with the reality of that terror than Eshed Gal.
It's very hard, it's very difficult to see a direct hit on a house, on somebody's life.
A bomb expert with the Haifa police, Gal looks for clues in the rocket remnants in order to better understand what Hezbollah has in its arsenal. Coincidentally, the first rocket to hit Haifa landed in Gal's neighborhood.
It was surprising and shocking, and nobody expected it.
Though Gal considers these to be crude weapons, he admits that Hezbollah rockets can now reach further than ever before.
What you can see is only the remain of the rocket engine, because the rest exploded. This is a 122 millimeter rocket. This was the first one who was falling in Stella Maris near my house. Nobody injured in that incident. This one we knew that they had, but we didn't believe that they will send them so soon.
Israeli experts fear that Hezbollah has even longer range rockets that can strike deeper into Israel's heartland, even Tel Aviv.
This is the first one that hit.
Haifa's train depot was the scene of the city's deadliest rocket attack.
The rocket hits the roof, explodes there, and then it spreads. And then the rocket engine hits the floor here. It was in the morning, and it caught them by surprise. People were working here to fix the train.
2 days later, the depot was hit again.
It's surprising because it's very rare. Because you can't control the rockets, and still they hit the same place.
Hezbollah has long relied on short-range Katyusha rockets to strike at the cities and towns along Israel's northern border. But Israel was caught off guard when Hezbollah aimed a guided missile and hit an Israeli warship on July 14th. Daniel Benjamin was the National Security Council counterterrorism director in the Clinton administration.
Certainly, Hezbollah has never severely damaged an Israeli warship at sea, so they're using much more sophisticated armaments than they were before.
Hezbollah's missile capability is an indication of how advanced it's become and how much support it's getting from Syria and Iran.
They're about the fourth or fifth strongest military in the Middle East.
Mark Perry is director of an organization that encourages dialogue with Hezbollah.
They have evolved from a very small guerrilla organization to a very professional army that has brigades in the field with officers who know what they're doing. They're in constant training. This is a highly professional army.
Retired General David Grange is a Special Forces veteran who operated in Lebanon.
They've taken on some conventional warfare strength. I mean, the ability to have a rocketry force to fire missiles with better precision than they used to with the Katyusha rockets, which they just point south and fire. Now they're a little more accurate. And I think they have some more conventional capability than they used to have in just terrorist attacks, suicide bombers.
Since its early days, Hezbollah's greatest weapon has been terror. Though Hezbollah no longer uses suicide bombings, the group that pioneered the tactic has inspired Islamic jihadists throughout the world to strap on bombs and kill. Abdullah Tif Abdallah is one of many in South Lebanon who support Hezbollah.
There is nothing more human than a human who wraps himself with bombs. Because this is the only way. There is no plane, there is no tank, there is nothing. You have nothing, you have bare hands.
Kidnapping is another tactic Hezbollah has used effectively against Israel. Gary Berntsen is a former CIA field commander in Afghanistan.
You may recall the airman, Lieutenant Colonel Ron Arad. He was captured by the Lebanese, then he was turned over to Hezbollah and the Iranians. They tortured Ron Arad to death. The Israelis never recovered him.
Kidnapping Israeli forces has proven valuable, often resulting in prisoner swaps. In 1985, Israel released more than 1,000 Arab prisoners in exchange for 3 Israeli soldiers who'd been captured in Lebanon. The abduction of 2 Israeli soldiers near the Lebanese border on July 12th set off the current conflict.
Okay, we have a siren now.
But as always, Hezbollah's most effective weapon is fear. In Haifa, the constant sirens signal a new and even more unsettling threat.
It's different. It's not a suicide bomber on the bus. It's something that's going to fall from the sky, and it's very fatal. People are afraid.
Up next, the face of Hezbollah, the charismatic cleric who leads the organization, Hassan Nasrallah, in his own words.